10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi, and welcome to Dax Chats. In this episode, we're off to the UK to speak to rising country pop star Laura Beckwith. Um, we don't know much about her, so we're going to find out a lot more in this interview. She does have her debut single, which was called Never in Love, and she's got a brand new track coming out very shortly. It's called Halfway. And today, Dax chats to Laura Beckwith. Here she is. How
Hi,
are you?
how are you?
I'm good. So, as I said, we don't know much about you.
Mhm.
Um, I couldn't do any research. So, I like to usually research my artists, but there's nothing to find out about you. Tell us how your journey began and how music became part of your life.
So I've been going to theatre school since I was a little toddler, like 3 years old, and sounds really cliche, but it's the truth. And I always practiced piano and singing on the side. And until last year, 2 years ago, I did an intensive 2 year course in musical theatre. And I spent so much time in musical theatre that it actually put me off. And fortunately, having spent doing music and piano and singing my whole life, I could just go, actually, I want to go into music instead. So,
Mm.
yeah, that's in a summary, that's my life so far.
Your musical theatre is very different to contemporary music, right? So, yeah, it's a whole new training regime. Like, you go through so much way of doing things in musical theatre, and then when you go into contemporary music, you just have to throw that all out the window.
It's no longer trying to be someone, you have to find you.
Right. And now, do you think you've found you? Because I did notice on uh, your website that you say country slash pop. So, which way are you tending to lead right now?
I think right in the middle of that, I tried to entwine the country and the pop, and hopefully, um, I think pop and country are becoming more popular at the moment. So yeah, that's my me kind of thing. Um,
Right.
and pop mixed together, making it more modern.
So the debut single, "Not in Love" or "We're Not in Love," I can't remember which was, or on Spotify it says "Not in Love." So, tell us about that track. I did listen to that track. It doesn't sound countryish. It does obviously sound pop.
Yeah,
So that's why I question it.
vastly different. And I think that was the turning point for me. It was like when I released that song, it was like, actually, I don't know if this is me. I think a lot of musicians tend to just automatically go into pop because it's not
Mm.
the easiest, but it's just the kind of the natural step into music. So I released that song. Originally was a full-on slow piano ballad,
Mm.
and then I took it into the producer and we worked on it, and it turned into this massive pop. I mean, I love it, but it's just a full-on pop song. And then
Mm.
I've just grown into country more so, especially over lockdown. And then this next single is going to be much different in comparison.
Talking about the lockdown, the UK has suffered it pretty hard. How has it been for a emerging artist to get any movement with a fan base, because you've been locked inside? I guess you've got social media, but you haven't been able to get out and perform or anything like that.
Um, I don't. It hasn't been that bad as it seems, because these virtual live streams have been really taking off, I think, and I've just dived into that, try to adapt as much as possible, and it's actually been a bit of blessing because I've been
Hmm.
able to like talk to people that are across the world, do co-writes with some people in like Nashville and stuff like that, which has been awesome. But of
Hmm.
course, had the side of not being able to actually perform live. But yeah, there have been some pros, some cons, of course.
I just find that the live space, because of COVID, the live space has got so clogged up, with artists all over the world jumping on to do live feeds, and it's been crazy for me as a radio host to try and keep up with everything that's going on. You know, someone's doing a live here, someone's doing a live here, someone's doing a live, and I'm like, who do I go to? Where do I go?
So, and you're competing against people that already have a humongous following, so that is the downside.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, the other thing is, recently there's been talk on social media that Facebook is dropping your ability to play music on Facebook. How do you feel about that?
Scary. At the moment, nothing seems to be happening with our live streams when you post them. So cross fingers, it stays kind of like that. But I don't, honestly, no idea. But if that does happen,
Believe the start date is the 1st of October for this, where you pretty much won't be able to do live streams on Facebook, which is really nasty.
definitely. Well, let's just hope live music is back up, because there's only something you can adapt to.
Yeah. It's been a strange thing having to and I guess musicians are the most resilient when it comes to having to adapt. We've always had to adapt with changing styles of music as music progresses. We've also now had this huge thing. We've had to turn everything around. We've gone through from being my age, we've gone through, recording CDs, going into streaming platforms, and our money going from here down to here. So, but we do continue to adapt, and through the pandemic, everybody's adapted yet again.
They definitely have. I think they have massively, which has been awesome, and it's brought so many musicians together. Yeah, definitely.
And it's made things, I guess, even for me, like during the lockdown here, I did a co-write with somebody back in Australia, and they're putting it on their new album, which is fantastic. Thank you. Hey, but like during normality, before COVID, that type of thing wouldn't have happened as much, because we're all so busy with our own careers, stepping up, doing live here, live there, doing this, getting into the producer, getting all the stuff together. You basically didn't have time to do all that. But with this pandemic, it's taught us to slow down and look at other ways of doing things.
Definitely, yes, definitely, exactly that.
So who have you written with in Nashville?
In Nashville, there's been loads of people, a few people, and I've actually got one coming up soon. I don't know if I should say, in case they don't want me to say that we've written together, but there's just been loads of people, a few people that have been awesome. But more so, there's this girl that I've done 2 co-writes with now, and another one soon, Poppy Fardell. Yeah, so we're writing together. She's been awesome. And yeah.
Cool. Yeah, cool. I'm speaking to someone in Nashville in a couple of minutes. Actually, after this interview, I'm off to Nashville. So, okay, so you're bringing out a brand new track. Obviously, it's going to sound a lot different to the first track, and this is more of the you that you want to be, and the song's called Halfway. Can you talk us through the song?
Yes, so the song is about an argument that happened with my family, and I'm hoping people can relate. And when you get into humongous arguments that go on for hours on end, the song is about me saying, basically, what can I do to stop this from getting worse? So it's about halfway, making compromises and doing what has to be done in order to resolve bad arguments, basically.
We all have them, don't worry. So I think people will connect with the song based on that, like, yes, we all have them and we all have to compromise. Very good. So after this release, what do you see is next for you? I know that the UK is still struggling with there's some live gigs coming back, and then there's other places that are getting shut down. I don't even know whereabouts you are, but I know that Leeds could be looking at another lockdown. So it's still not looking good in the UK.
No, I'm based in Essex, so it's just basically on the outside of London, and some parts of London are looking good with live music, but others, as you say, is not so good. Hopefully, after this single, I haven't actually performed "Not in Love" or going to be halfway live yet, so hopefully that's going to be my main priority when this drops, because I just want to get out there. But if that is not, then back in the studio and get as much material as possible to release.
So 2020 has been a hell of a ride. Releasing music in 2020 has been a struggle for a lot of people. I mean, I'm amazed that musicians actually continue to release music, and I think it's great that you have, because people really need to connect at this stage. But it's one of those things, like, you're not making money to support the music, but you're still making the music. How have you struggled with that?
The motivation has been just confusing. I don't know whether you're motivated or not motivated. Let's be honest, it's a bit like with films lately. I don't know if you found this also. There's no new films as such. Like, everything's just drying up, and to have that with music also is just be awful. It'd be so sad. So that's kind of what my mindset is. Is just keep on finding that normality and just keep on going.
Well, it's the whole entertainment industry, isn't it? There's no new movies. The television shows all got shut down, so there's no new tapings of EastEnders. I think that's a show in the UK still. I can't believe that's still going. It's been years.
God, I was actually as an extra on that as a kid, and this year I was like 10 maybe. I just went on as an extra. And it's still going to this year. Amazing.
Wow. But I mean, even that show that has been running so long has been shut down. There's no filming. So just about every part of entertainment. There's no theatre. There's no television. There's no movies. There's no music. Oh, life's gone.
Odd, sad, very weird. Hopefully it will change soon.
Yeah, well, so do I. So looking ahead into 2021, where we hope everything's going to be better, more touring for you, getting out there, getting your music out there, and hopefully bringing out some more music as well.
Definitely. Hopefully EP next. That is the talk. So EP.
Well, I must thank Rachel Selleck, which is from Scarlet River Management, for arranging this. It's wonderful of her, and she's done wonders with a whole heap of artists, and I'm sure she's going to do wonders for you too.
It's been massively helpful. Massively.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you very much for your time today. It is like 2 p.m. there. It's like 9 p.m., 20 past 9 here now. So thank you very much for your time. And it's been a pleasure to talk to you. And I wish you all the luck with your new single, Halfway. Oh, before you go, how can people pre-order, get ready to download? Where can they go?
Instagram is the best place for me, honestly. I'm always on Instagram, and it's in my bio. It's Laura Beckwith Music. So yeah, head over to my Instagram.
There you go. So head over to Laura's Instagram page, and you can find her there and find out all the information about the new single. Until next time, this is DJ Dax for Dax Chats, and we're proudly presented by Neon Horse in Stanhope, Victoria. Bye for now.